Hello, class. Today we're looking at Chapter 8, Lesson 1, Random Samples and Surveys. So you can use a survey to gather information from a group of people. Pollsters use surveys to understand group preference. A population is a group of objects or people. Write that down. A group of objects or people, and it could even be animals. You can gain information about a population by surveying a sample. So a sample is part of the population. In a random sample, each member of the population has the same chance of being selected. Each member of the population has the same chance of being selected in random sampling. Random sampling tends to produce samples that are representative of the entire population. Generalizations based on representative samples are more likely to be correct. So you want to use a random sample whenever possible. So identifying a random sample. So you're surveying customers at a mall. You're surveying customers at a mall. You want to know which stores they shop at the most. Which sample is more likely to be random? Explain. So A, you survey shoppers in a computer store. Customers that shop in a particular store may not represent all the shoppers in the entire mall. So that is not random. Okay? You walk around the mall and survey shoppers. By walking around, you give everyone in the mall the same chance to be surveyed. This sample is more likely to be random. So tell me what you think about this. You survey a store's customers. You ask why they chose the store. Which sample is more likely to be random? A, you survey 20 people at the entrance from 5 to 8. You survey 20 people at the entrance throughout the day. What do you think? Take a guess. If you chose B, you are correct. We don't want to know just the people that are coming into the store between 5 and 8. That's not a random survey or sample of the entire population. So you want to use the 20 people throughout the day. That's going to be more of a random sample. So when you conduct a survey, ask questions that do not influence answers. A biased question is a question that makes an unjustified assumption or makes some answers appear better than others. Okay, so a biased question is one that makes one answer sound better than another. Makes one answer sound better than another. So like if you were surveying people to say if they liked pizza or hamburgers better, you wouldn't want to phrase it in a way that says pizzas are better than hamburgers, right? Like that's being a biased question. It's not being neutral. Here's another example. So let's look at these and decide, is each question biased or fair? So do you think that that soothing classical music is more pleasing than loud, obnoxious pop music that teenagers listen to? That one's biased. You're saying that pop music is loud and obnoxious. So that doesn't sound like it's a fair question to ask. So this question is biased against pop music. It implies that all pop music is loud and that only teenagers listen to it. The adjectives soothing and obnoxious may also influence responses. Which do you think is most common age group of people who like pop music? That's a fair question. It does not assume that listeners of pop music fall into only one age group. Do you prefer classic music or pop music? That question is also fair. It does not make any assumptions about classic music or pop music. So what do you think? Is each question biased or fair? Explain. So do you prefer greasy meat or healthy vegetables on your pizza? Well, you're using the adjectives of greasy meat or healthy vegetables. So greasy makes it sound bad. So that's going to be biased. Which toppings do you like best? That's a fair question, right? That's not insinuating that one's better than the other. It's just asking what you like. Okay, so hopefully that is helping with your understanding of sampling and then biased questions. Your homework for tonight is page 283 and 284, numbers 1 through 15 odd. Happy homeworking!